The 1916 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a notable coin in American numismatics, valued for both its historical significance and its rarity. Here's a comprehensive look at its history, features, and value. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, also known simply as the Lincoln Penny, was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head penny, which had been in circulation since 1859. The coin's design was the work of Victor David Brenner, an American sculptor, and it marked the first time a U.S. coin featured a real person rather than a symbolic figure. The design features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front, and 2 ears of wheat on the reverse, back, which led to its popular nickname. The reverse design was later replaced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, transitioning to the Lincoln Memorial design. Features a right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln. Liberty, above Lincoln's head, and, In God We Trust, to his right. The year of minting is below the bust. Shows 2 stalks of wheat encircling the words, 1 cent, and, United States of America. E pluribus unum appears at the top, with the denomination and country name at the center. Diameter 19 millimeters, weight 2.5 grams. Composition 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Can be found on the obverse just below the date, denoting the mint where it was produced, Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, San Francisco, S. The year 1916 is significant for the Lincoln penny due to its rarity in certain mint marks. The 1916 Philadelphia minted penny is relatively common compared to its Denver and San Francisco counterparts. However, it remains a collectible item due to its historical importance and the condition of surviving examples. The 1916 D. Denver Lincoln penny is a rare and sought-after variety. This mint mark is notable because a smaller number of coins were struck, and fewer have survived in good condition. The 1916 D is especially coveted among collectors. The 1916 S. San Francisco penny is also rare. Due to its low mintage and higher survival rate in good condition compared to other years, it is highly collectible. The value of a 1916 Lincoln penny can vary widely based on its mint mark, condition, and whether it has been graded by a professional numismatic service. Key factors influencing value include, coins are graded on a scale from 1, poor, to 70, mint state. Higher grades command higher prices. Uncirculated examples and those with minimal wear are particularly valuable. Philadelphia coins are generally less valuable than their Denver or San Francisco counterparts. This is one of the most sought-after varieties. Prices can range from a few $100s for lower grades to several $1,000s for high-grade specimens. Similar to the 1916 D, it is valuable, with prices depending on grade and condition. Coin values fluctuate with market demand, collector interest, and overall economic conditions. The 1916 Lincoln penny's value is influenced by trends in the numismatic community and changes in the broader collectible market. Examples of 1916 D and 1916 S pennies in mint state, MS, grades often fetch higher prices. For instance, an MS-65 grade 1916 D can be worth several $1,000s. Rare specimens, especially those in exceptional condition, can command record prices at auctions. Some 1916 D and 1916 S pennies have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. To maintain the value of a 1916 Lincoln penny, proper care and preservation are crucial. Handle coins with clean, dry hands or wear cotton gloves to prevent oils and dirt from transferring. Store coins in a cool, dry place. Use protective holders such as coin flips or capsules to avoid physical damage. Avoid cleaning coins, as this can damage the surface and reduce value. Professional cleaning should only be done by experts. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a notable piece of American numismatic history. Here's a comprehensive look into its value, history, and key details. The Lincoln penny, initially minted in 1909, was the first American coin to feature a historical figure. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny, a continuation of this design, was part of a series that was produced from 1909 to 1958. This period is often referred to as the Wheat Ears series due to the design featuring wheat stalks on the reverse side. The Lincoln penny underwent several changes throughout its history. The initial design, created by Victor David Brenner, featured the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing the nation's agricultural wealth. In 1959, the design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, marking the end of the wheat penny era. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. The total mintage for the 1956 pennies was quite high, with billions produced across these mint locations, which impacts their rarity and, consequently, their value. Diameter 19 millimeters, weight 2.5 grams. Composition 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. The design on the obverse side of the 1956 penny features a left-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, with the inscriptions, "Liberty," to the left and, "In God We Trust," above his head. The reverse side depicts 2 stalks of wheat with the inscription, "1 cent," in the center and, "United States of America," around the edge. The presence of mint marks can influence the value of the coin. For the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny, Philadelphia Mint no mint mark, with a high mintage of over 1 billion coins. Denver Mint, D, approximately 1.3 billion coins produced. San Francisco Mint, S, around 50 million coins produced, making it somewhat rarer compared to the other mint marks. The value of the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny depends on several factors, including its condition, mint mark, and demand among collectors. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 1 being the lowest grade and 70 being a perfect, mint state coin. Good, G4, these coins are heavily worn, but the design is still recognizable. They are worth a few cents to $1. Very fine, VF20, coins with moderate wear but still showing most details. Values range from $1 to $3. Extra fine, EF40, coins with light wear on the highest points of the design. They can fetch $3 to $5. Mint state, MS60 to MS65, uncirculated coins with minimal wear. Prices range from $5 to $50 or more, depending on the specific grade. Gem quality, MS66 and higher, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with exceptional quality. Values can exceed $100. While the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny is not known for extreme rarities, specific errors or anomalies can increase its value. Some collectors seek out coins with unusual die errors. Specific errors or anomalies can increase its value. Some collectors seek out coins with unusual die errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, which can significantly affect their worth. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny remains a popular choice among collectors due to its historical significance and relatively low cost compared to rarer coins. Collecting Lincoln pennies offers a glimpse into American history and numismatic evolution. The Wheat Penny series, in particular, is cherished for its representation of the nation's agricultural heritage and its connection to one of America's most revered presidents. As with any collectible, the value of the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny may fluctuate based on market demand and overall interest in coin collecting. For investors and collectors, it is essential to stay informed about trends in the numismatic market and consider factors such as coin condition, rarity, and historical significance. The 1939 Lincoln Wheat Penny, also known simply as the 1939 Lincoln Cent, is a notable coin in American numismatics. Produced by the United States Mint, it represents a key piece in the series of Lincoln cents that were minted from 1909 to 1958. This detailed overview covers its history, characteristics, and value considerations. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, front, and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, back, which is why it's commonly referred to as the wheat penny. The design was initially introduced to honor Lincoln's legacy and was widely accepted by the public. By 1939, the Lincoln penny had been in circulation for 3 decades. The economic landscape of the United States was significantly influenced by the Great Depression, which had begun in 1929. As the 1930s drew to a close, the nation was slowly emerging from the economic downturn, and the penny remained an essential part of daily transactions. The 1939 penny maintained the original design of the Lincoln Wheat series. On the obverse, Abraham Lincoln's bust is depicted in a profile view, facing right. The reverse features 2 stalks of wheat with the words, 1 cent, in the center and United States of America, above and E pluribus unum, below. The 1939 Lincoln penny was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint used its own unique mint mark, which can be found on the reverse of the coin, just below the wheat stalks. Philadelphia coins lack a mint mark, while Denver and San Francisco coins are marked with a D and an S, respectively. Diameter 19.05 millimeters, weight 2.5 grams. Composition 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Edge smooth. In 1939, the total mintage of Lincoln pennies was substantial, reflecting a continued demand for circulating currency. Philadelphia mint approximately 1,104,000,000 coins. Denver mint approximately 84 million coins. San Francisco mint approximately 40 million coins. These mintage figures indicate that the 1939 Lincoln penny was produced in large quantities, which contributes to its general availability in the numismatic market today. However, the specific mint marks can influence the coin's value, with San Francisco mint-marked coins generally being rarer and, thus, potentially more valuable. The value of a 1939 Lincoln penny largely depends on its condition, which is graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. Key grades for collectors are, good, G4, the coin is well worn, with all the design elements visible but significantly flattened. Very fine, VF 20, the coin shows moderate wear with most design details clear. Extremely fine, EF 40, the coin has only light wear and almost all details are sharp. Uncirculated, MS 60 to MS 70, the coin shows no signs of wear, with higher grades indicating better luster and fewer imperfections. 1939 Lincoln penny, Philadelphia, the value ranges from a few cents in lower grades to several dollars in higher grades. Uncirculated examples can fetch more substantial amounts, often between $10 and $50, depending on their grade. 1939 Lincoln penny, Denver, these coins are generally valued similarly to the Philadelphia issue, though slightly higher due to lower mintage. Prices in higher grades can range from $15 to $75. 1939 Lincoln penny, San Francisco mint-marked pennies tend to be more valuable due to their lower mintage. Prices for well-preserved examples can range from $20 to over $100, depending on the grade. The 1939 Lincoln penny is a popular coin among both novice and experienced collectors due to its historical significance and relatively abundant availability. The ease of acquiring these coins and their modest price range make them an attractive option for those looking to build a collection of Lincoln penny. The 1937 D. Lincoln Wheat penny is a notable coin in American numismatics due to its historical context, unique features, and relatively high collector interest. To understand its value and history comprehensively, let's delve into several aspects: the historical background of the Lincoln penny series, the significance of the 1937 D mint mark, and current market values. The Lincoln penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, was first issued by the United States Mint in 1909. This design was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent, which had been in circulation since 1859. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse originally depicted two wheat stalks, hence the coin's nickname, the wheat penny. The design of the Lincoln penny has undergone several changes since its inception. The original design by Brenner, which featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and a pair of wheat stalks on the reverse, was used from 1909 to 1958. This series of coins is distinguished by its classic imagery and historical significance. In 1959, to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This new design was created by Frank Gasparo. The composition of the penny also changed from the 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc mix used from 1909 to 1982 to a predominantly zinc coin with a thin copper coating, known as the post-1982 composition. The 1937 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is denoted by the D. Mint mark on the coin. During this period, the Denver Mint was one of the primary facilities responsible for striking coins, and it played a crucial role in meeting the high demand for circulating currency during the Great Depression. The 1937 D penny retains the classic design by Brenner. On the obverse, Abraham Lincoln's profile faces right, surrounded by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and 1937. The reverse features two stalks of wheat flanking the words, 1 cent, United States of America, and Understand Pluribus Unum. In 1937, the Denver Mint produced a total of 20,060,000 Lincoln pennies. Although this is a relatively high number compared to some other years, the 1937 D penny is still considered collectible due to its historical context and the nuances of its minting. While the 1937 D Lincoln penny does not have major varieties or errors that significantly affect its value, numismatists often look for minor variations such as the D over D mint mark. These errors can impact the coin's value and desirability among collectors. The value of the 1937 D Lincoln penny, like most coins, is significantly influenced by its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P, to mint state, MS, with several intermediate grades in between. Key grades for the 1937 D penny include: good, G, the coin is heavily worn, and the details are not sharply defined. Very fine, VF, the coin shows significant wear, but the major details are still visible. Extremely fine, EF, the coin has only light wear on high points, and most details are crisp. Uncirculated, MS, the coin shows no signs of wear, with its original luster intact. In this category, MS grades range from MS 60, minimum quality, to MS 70, perfect condition. As of 2024, the value of a 1937 D Lincoln penny varies widely based on its condition, good, G, approximately 50 cents to $1. Very fine, VF, around $1.50 to $3. Extremely fine, EF, between $3 and $6. Uncirculated, MS, can range from $10 to $50 or more, depending on the exact grade. Coins with exceptional features or errors can fetch higher prices. For instance, a coin in MS 65 or better condition might command a premium, while those with rare errors or varieties might be valued higher. The 1937 D Lincoln penny was minted during the Great Depression, a period of economic hardship that affected millions of Americans. The coin's production reflects the era's economic conditions and the government's effort to provide sufficient circulating currency despite the financial crisis. For collectors, the 1937 D Lincoln penny offers a tangible connection to American history. Proper preservation and storage are crucial to maintaining the coin's value. Coins should be stored in a cool, dry environment, ideally in a protective holder or capsule. Avoid handling coins with bare hands, as oils and dirt can cause damage over time. Investing in Lincoln pennies, including the 1937 D, can be a rewarding experience. Collectors often seek out high-quality examples and rare varieties, making the pursuit of these coins both a hobby and an investment opportunity. Researching market trends and consulting with reputable dealers or numismatic experts can provide valuable insights into making informed purchasing decisions. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a notable coin in American numismatics, primarily due to its rarity and the historical context surrounding its production. This article will provide an in-depth examination of the 1955 Lincoln Penny, including its value, historical background, and key characteristics. The Lincoln Penny, also known as the Lincoln Cent, was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features a profile of Lincoln on the obverse, front, and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, back, which led to its common name, the wheat penny. By 1955, the U.S. Mint was producing the Lincoln Penny as part of its regular series. However, this year stands out due to a particular variety of the 1955 Lincoln Penny, known as the 1955 Double Die Obverse, or 1955 DDO. This variety is one of the most sought-after errors among collectors. Obverse, front, features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, facing right, with the inscription, Liberty, to the left and, In God We Trust, above his head. The date, 1955, is situated below the portrait. Reverse, back, displays 2 wheat stalks flanking the words, 1 cent, and, United States of America. The 1955 Lincoln Penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. 19 millimeters, 0.75 inches. Weight 3.11 grams. Edge smooth. The most famous feature of the 1955 Lincoln Penny is the double die error. This error occurred during the minting process when the die used to strike the coins was misaligned and had been stamped twice. This results in a noticeable doubling of the inscriptions and date on the obverse side of the coin. On a 1955 DDO penny, you can observe the doubled Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 1955. The doubling is particularly prominent and can be seen with the naked eye. In 1955, the United States Mint was operating under high demand for coins due to post-World War II economic expansion. During this period, the Philadelphia Mint, which produced the 1955 pennies, was also handling a significant volume of coins, leading to an increased likelihood of errors. The 1955 double die obverse was a result of a misalignment during the coin's production. As the minting process involved the use of high-pressure machines and manual handling, errors like the 1955 DDO occasionally occurred. The 1955 DDO is unique because it was the most prominent and noticeable error of its kind during the time. The value of a 1955 Lincoln Penny varies significantly based on its condition and whether it is a double die obverse. Here are some general guidelines. Coins in mint condition, such as those graded MS 60 or higher, can be worth several $1,000s. Prices can vary depending on the specific grade and demand. Even in lower grades, the 1955 DDO is highly collectible and can still command significant value, often ranging from a few hundred to over $1,000. Regular 1955 pennies in excellent condition, without the double die error, generally have a lower value, typically ranging from a few dollars to around $50 for higher grades. In circulated condition, these coins are worth only a small premium over face value, primarily due to their age and the general interest in Lincoln pennies. For collectors interested in the 1955 Lincoln Penny, especially the double die obverse, it is crucial to ensure proper preservation. Here are some tips. Store the coin in a cool, dry place. Use a coin holder or capsule to protect it from environmental damage. Minimize direct contact with the coin. Use gloves when handling to prevent oils and dirt from transferring to the coin's surface. If you believe you have a 1955 double die obverse, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable grading service such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Professional grading can significantly impact the coin's value. Throughout the years, several high-profile sales of the 1955 Lincoln double die obverse have occurred. For example, in 2018, a 1955 DDO in mint state was sold for over $10,000 at auction. Such examples highlight the significant value that can be attached to these coins, particularly those in excellent condition or with unique attributes, where we uncover the stories behind some of the most iconic and interesting coins. Today, we're going to dive deep into one of the most collectible coins in American history, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny. This coin holds a special place for collectors, not only for its history but also for its value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newbie, this video will give you everything you need to know about the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny coin. Cut to a historical montage of Abraham Lincoln, old U.S. Mint photographs, and the early 20th century setting. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, also known simply as the Wheat Penny, was first minted in 1909. It was created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin's obverse, or head's side, features Lincoln's portrait, making it the first U.S. coin to depict a real historical figure rather than a symbolic one. Cut to a graphic showcasing the original Lincoln Wheat Penny design from 1909. The reverse, or tails side, features two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, which is how the penny got its nickname. Cut to black and white footage of coins being minted. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted from 1909 to 1958, and it's a favorite among collectors because of its unique design and long history. Cut to black and white footage of the United States in 1941, including images of World War II, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, and everyday American life. Now, let's zoom in on the year 1941. This was a pivotal time in American history. The United States was on the brink of entering World War II, and the nation's economy was transitioning from the Great Depression into wartime production. Although war wasn't declared until December 1941, the U.S. Mint was operating at full capacity, producing millions of coins to meet the needs of a growing economy. Cut to a map of the U.S. Mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. In 1941, the Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. These 3 variants are key to understanding the value of your 1941 penny. Cut to inside the U.S. Mint, with footage of the coin-making process, melting metals, pressing coins, and quality checks. During 1941, the U.S. Mint produced the penny with a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This metallic composition is important because, in 1943, during the height of World War II, the mint had to switch to using steel due to copper shortages. But in 1941, the traditional copper-based pennies were still being made. The obverse design, featuring Abraham Lincoln, was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, can sometimes be found on certain versions of the Lincoln Wheat Penny, though not on the 1941 version. On the reverse side, we see the iconic wheat ears design, a symbol of prosperity. It also says, E pluribus unum, a Latin phrase meaning, out of many, one. Cut to a graphic showing the 3 mint marks: P, no mint mark for Philadelphia; D, Denver; and S, San Francisco. As I mentioned earlier, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in 3 locations. Here's what you need to know about each of these mint marks. The most common of the 3. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 887 million pennies in 1941. The Denver Mint produced over 128 million pennies. This version is less common and generally more valuable than the Philadelphia penny. The rarest of the 3, with a production of over 92 million pennies. Because of its lower mintage, the San Francisco penny is often more sought after by collectors. Show images of the 3 versions of the 1941 penny side by side. Depending on the mint mark, your 1941 penny could range in value, which brings us to the next topic. Cut to a chart showcasing different coin grades: good, fine, extremely fine, uncirculated, etc. The value of a 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny depends on several factors, including its condition, or grade, and its mint mark. Coin grading is a complex process, but here's a simplified breakdown. The coin is heavily worn, and much of the detail is smooth. In this condition, a 1941 penny is typically worth around 10 to 20 cents. Some details are worn, but most of the coin's design elements are visible. A 1941 penny in fine condition can fetch around 30 to 50 cents. This coin has light wear, and all major details are sharp. The value ranges from $1 to $3 depending on the mint mark. In uncirculated condition, where the coin has never been used in commerce, the value can increase significantly. A Philadelphia penny might be worth $5 to $10, while a Denver or San Francisco penny could fetch $15 to $50 or more. Show various examples of graded 1941 pennies to highlight the differences. Keep in mind that professionally graded coins, especially those certified by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can command even higher prices. Cut to close-ups of error coins, off-center strikes, double dies, and repunched mint marks. Some 1941 Lincoln wheat pennies are worth far more than others due to errors during the minting process. Let's talk about some of the most sought-after errors and varieties. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, causing doubling in the letters or numbers. A 1941 DDO penny can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned in the press, resulting in a portion of the design being missing. Depending on the severity of the error, these coins can be worth $20 to $100 or more. These coins show multiple impressions of the mint mark due to an error during minting. An RPM penny, especially from the Denver or San Francisco mints, can fetch higher values from error collectors. Show close-up footage of a rare error penny being inspected under a magnifying glass. If you suspect that your penny might be an error coin, it's a good idea to have it professionally evaluated by a coin grading service. These rare errors can drastically increase the value of your 1941 Lincoln wheat penny. Cut to footage of coin storage solutions, plastic holders, albums, and airtight cases. Once you found a valuable 1941 Lincoln wheat penny, you'll want to make sure it's properly stored and preserved. Exposure to air, moisture, and handling can degrade the condition of your coin, which will reduce its value. Cut to a demonstration of handling coins with gloves and placing them in protective cases. To protect your coins, use coin holders, albums, or airtight cases. Always handle your coins by the edges, and avoid cleaning them, as cleaning can actually decrease their value. Scene cuts back to the rotating 1941 Lincoln wheat penny. In conclusion, the 1941 Lincoln wheat penny is more than just a small piece of copper. It's a snapshot of American history, minted during a time of great change. Whether you're collecting for fun, for historical interest, or for investment, understanding the history, mint marks, value, and preservation of this coin is key to appreciating its significance. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the 1941 Lincoln wheat penny.